Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. There's only one thing to talk about really this week, isn't it? It is The King in Black. So The King in Black #1 is out. I will be talking spoilers, okay? So just get that one out there. This is fantastic. I might be a little bit biased. Obviously, I've been looking forward to this for a while now. The Absolute Carnage crossover I thought was fantastic, and the way that ended, since that ended, I've been really looking forward to this. Obviously, written by Donny Cates, art by Ryan Stegman. Let's get this out of the way first. This might be controversial, but I do actually think the artwork in Absolute Carnage is slightly better than King in Black. Don't get me wrong, the artwork in this is phenomenal. It is amazing. It is without a doubt fantastic. It's worthy of the price tag. Let's put it that way. Although I do think the artwork in Absolute Carnage was just that little bit crisper. I really preferred it. It was more defined. It was every single panel of that entire series, for me, looked like something I could have on the wall as a piece of artwork. Nothing to say against The King in Black. I do still think the artwork is good, but I didn't have the same kind of draw to it. Saying that, like I said, still fantastic, still looks amazing. So, as you've seen, it looks just fantastic. It really does. I cannot stress how excited I was to read this. Knull is here. He has arrived on Earth, and he is now looking for Dylan. The Avengers, the X-Men, everyone is involved in this. Obviously, because of what happened with Carnage, Venom, Eddie Brock has come clear and has confessed everything to everyone, and they know how bad it is. Seeing things build up from obviously we had Web of Venom, Wraith. We've had so many tie-ins that have been leading up to this. I don't think at the moment they are necessary reading. This might change going on in the story of King in Black, but at the moment, as it seems at the moment, I wouldn't say it's required reading. I would suggest to anyone, however, if you want to read King in Black, I would suggest you pick up the trade of Absolute Carnage. I think you'd probably understand things a little bit better in The King in Black if you've read that at least. I don't necessarily think you need to have read the entire Venom series going on, actually, to be honest. It helps, without a doubt, but this could be an event or a story within itself. We are only one issue in, so that still remains to be seen. I will be collecting all of the tie-ins, as I did with last year's Carnage. So I'll see what the difference is between them. As far as the book goes itself, stunning. Like I said, the artwork is very good. Compared to Absolute Carnage, I don't think it's as good. The writing, very just outstanding. Cates has done a fantastic job of pretty much everything he's written since the beginning of Venom. I haven't quite caught up on his Thor run, but I will be catching up on that. That apparently is a big tie-in to The King in Black. So there's a lot that's going to be happening with The King in Black and everything sort of coming together. And a nice little thing actually at the end of King in Black. I don't want to open it. I don't want to spoil any artwork or any kind of pages like that. There is a timeline of events at the very back of the book that tells you what happens, essentially from the beginning of Knull, which was really interesting. It also has a breakdown of the tier of hierarchy of the symbiotes. In terms of what happens in the book, I am very curious to know if things that happen in King in Black sort of the repercussions of which go on in mainline Marvel. As I said, there are big spoilers. So one of the big events is Knull comes down to Earth and the Avengers are gathering around and they're saying, we're just here to watch. And at that moment, Cap sends a message to Sentry saying, get him. Sentry picks Knull up and goes, yeah, I'm here now. To which point Knull just literally rips Sentry in half. I gasped at that moment. I was shocked. Obviously, Sentry being one of the more powerful beings in Marvel canon. So I am curious to know what's going to happen with going forward. Was that something that they wanted to do from the beginning? Get rid of a character like that? It's not so much been done with Sentry over the past sort of 5 or so years that I'm aware of. So it seems like a relatively good character to sacrifice. Obviously, it's a big one as well to show that how powerful Knull is. So that's an interesting turn of events with King in Black there. But I mean, this is the big one. I did not expect it to sort of hit the ground running, and it really, really, really does. I mean, you pretty much open the book on, I think, one of the best splash pages and one of the best title pages I think I've ever seen, which is New York, and all you see in the background is falling dragons hitting the floor of New York. You have a massive landscape, and it just says at the top, King in Black. That when I saw that page, I thought this is good. This is great. This is what I've been waiting for. So obviously we are still only one issue in. I am incredibly excited to carry on with this. I'm hoping it stays as a consistent quality throughout. I didn't have any qualms, any issues with the absolute carnage, the way that happened, but obviously, like I said at the beginning, the artwork doesn't seem to match up with that. It's still some very, very good art. I have to stress that. I really do, because I know there's a lot of people that might be annoyed at that. This artwork is very good. And I hope it just essentially sort of gets better, really. And there's not much more to say to that. We are still very early on in this crossover, and I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated when the next one drops. So if you guys are following along, please let me know what you think about the King in Black down in the comments below. Are you as excited as I was to read this? Please, let's hear from everyone of what you guys think of it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really does help me out, and I'll see you in the next video.